Hello and welcome to UFC 1 featuring Woodley versus Thompson. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy the show. In our first fight of the night, we will have a light heavyweight bout featuring Jan Vellante versus Jan Blachowicz. In our second fight of the night, we will have a women's bantamweight match featuring Holly Holmes versus Sarah McMahon. In our third fight of the night, we will have a middleweight bout featuring Nick Diaz versus Damian Maia. In our fourth fight of the night, we will see a welterweight bout featuring George St. Pierre versus Matt Hughes. In our fifth fight of the night, we will see a welterweight bout featuring Robbie Lawler versus Nate Diaz. In our sixth fight of the night, we will see a light heavyweight bout featuring Quentin Rampage Jackson versus Chuck the Iceman. In our main event of the evening, we will see a welterweight championship match featuring Tyrone Woodley versus Steve.
All right, coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Jan Vellante and Jan Blachowicz. So the decorated Muay Thai practitioner is finally in the UFC where he belongs. So many different ways to end this fight early tonight. Outstanding kicks, beautiful knees, punches in bunches, elbows in the clinch. He'll go to that elbow early and often. Got to be mindful of that tonight. And any one of those weapons are fight enders. If you've watched the film, you know that. Good to see this man making the walk to the octagon tonight.
This guy is a Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to utilize brutal leg kicks, punches, and elbows. And if he closes the distance, his knees to the body and the head are absolutely devastating.
Enter this young fighter here, his kicks as powerful as anyone in the sport at present. And not only that, but he'll do major damage just by landing a couple of them. Oftentimes, all it will take, one kick to the body just underneath that elbow or a kick to the lead leg, and you can change the entire complexion of the fight. Very curious to see how it plays out for this powerful kicker in this matchup tonight.
This guy has devastating one-punch knockout power, amongst the very best in the world at delivering a single blow to end the fight.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, and they both possess a similar height and reach. And with the official introductions, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 21 wins, 7 losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Warsaw, Poland, Jan Blachowicz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 16 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Belmore, New York, Jan Vellante. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, we are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Immediately shoots for the leg.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Back to the feet now. Well, he walked into his opponent's range there and ate that hook. He was unprotected, unguarded, and he's been susceptible to that hook in previous UFC fights. Got to figure out a way to move those feet and ultimately circle out and get that head off the center line.
That's a hard uppercut.
Big body shot.
Body. He hurt him with that hook.
Back and forth we go.
Oh!
Blachowicz gets caught with that punch. Oh, he lands yet another hook here. He certainly landed several in this round and starting to find a home for it consistently.
Exactly. Look at the feint with that punch. Nice straight left and a right hand behind it.
Blachowicz's lower jaw now, Joe, starting to show some signs of swelling.
Lands a powerful kick. Oh, very nice. Oh, stunning jab.
Vellante gets stung by that leg kick. Oh, he lands a huge kick to the body, Joe.
Head kick!
Man, these guys are throwing back and forth.
Beautiful hook.
And now he lands a combination.
Look at this, takedown.
Huge elbow there, Joe.
He got tagged there.
90 seconds to go in round one.
He lands a big shot from the bottom.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. There's an elbow from the top by Blachowicz.
Big shot from the bottom. Another hard elbow.
Under a minute to go. Oh, postures up and delivers a massive elbow.
Looking to pass. Trying to take the back here.
Blachowicz gets caught with that punch.
And he moves into the mount. He's looking for an armbar here. He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over.
Second round, straight ahead.
Let's take a look at it again here. And there's the kick to the body. There's a powerful kick to the body.
Brittany Palmer here doing her thing as usual. All right, here we go with round two. Oh, he found the target there. That'll work. Landed that left hook. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land.
Tags him. Whoa! This could be it right here. Big left hook.
Oh, he might be out.
He's picking him apart. What a jab. Oh, big shots.
Now a right hand. He's got him hurt here. How about that shin? Well, don't fix what's not broken. Wildly successful with the hook in the previous round, and as you saw there, going right back to it to great effect.
Oh, and down. Nicely done, reversal.
And dizzy as he looks to improve position here. It's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? He's got him hurt here. Wow!
really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short. Oh my goodness! He's out! It's over! And that is a great sign of an intelligent fighter. Composure. Knew he hurt him, and he's taking his time.
Love me some ground and pound, Joe, as he gets his opponent out of there and finishes the fight. He was not stalling whatsoever. Big shots from top position. It's one thing when you're trying to score. It's another thing when you're actually trying to end the fight. He was trying to finish the fight and certainly succeeded. Outstanding TKO victory for him there. Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of the sport's biggest stages. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout,
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight. It is a women's bantamweight showdown between Holly Holm and Sarah McMahon. Born in Tacoma Park, Maryland, now training out of Revolution MMA in Gaffney, South Carolina. Here is the bantamweight contender, Sarah McMahon. She challenged Ronda Rousey for the title, won an Olympic silver medal in freestyle wrestling back in 2004. A lot of high-level competition for Sarah McMahon as she enters the octagon here tonight.
This girl is so good at taking fighters to the ground from the clinch. She has a full arsenal of takedowns and throws from the clinch. Tying up with her is a dangerous proposition.
Well, as many of you know, she knocked out Ronda Rousey in emphatic fashion at UFC 193 back in 2015 to become the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. Holly Holm, for a long time atop boxing's pound-for-pound list, now trying to continue her ascent in the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
This girl is a boxing specialist. She has a beautiful jab, clean punches, and her footwork and the angles that she utilizes makes her hands particularly devastating. Look for her to try to keep this fight standing and utilize those spectacular boxing skills.
And here is tonight's tale of the tape. Holm is 36. McMahon is 37. Holm will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 11 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Gaffney, South Carolina, Sarah McMahon. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a boxer holding a professional record of 11 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Holly the Preacher's Daughter. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Loving.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. McMahon, in addition to her 2004 Olympic silver medal in freestyle wrestling, a lot of grappling experience and success. 3-time NAGA gold medalist. That first round is underway. Let's see how long it takes her to find her range with those vaunted, powerful overhand punches. Obviously, it's a big part of her repertoire, and more often than not in the UFC, even when opponents have known it has been coming, they have been unable to stop it. Oh, judges couldn't miss that one. Massive right hand.
Oh! Nasty combinations here.
Oh, big left hook there. Another shot.
Look at this, takedown!
Holm gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice.
Wow!
Oh!
Wow! Oh my goodness!
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
Big punch from the bottom. Oh!
Big body shot
to the body.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Sarah McMahon.
Excellent posture. And back up again.
Just over 2 minutes, round one.
Lands a good shot from the bottom.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Oh, good punches from the top here. Excellent posture here. There's a nice elbow.
Holm gets back up again. And the kick lands for her there.
Oh! This could be it. Nice takedown. Perfectly timed sweep.
McMahon gets caught with that punch.
She moves into full mount.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by McMahon. Final seconds. Round two is next. So how about that round? Back to the stool. Confidence has to be high. That's a good 5 minutes from Holm.
Big knockdown, very important, significant damage, probably won the round. Let's take a look at that again. And let's see that again from another angle.
Deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns with your strike.
Brittany Palmer doing fine work as usual. All right, round two.
Look at that, nice. Fainting with that kick.
Oh, beautiful leg kick by her there. Can't take too many of those. Oh!
This could be it right here.
He goes in and secures the takedown. Clinch now. Well done there. She pummels. Now she's got double underhooks. Over underhooks here in the clinch, Joe. We'll see what she can do with it.
Trying to get an advantage here in the clinch.
Oh! Huge left hand.
Oh! Horrifying ground and pound from the top. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy.
Oh, that's a good strike there by McMahon.
Excellent movement here on the ground.
Gets up again here, but hurting. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Well, another miss there. She just hasn't managed her gas tank very well here tonight. She hasn't been efficient with her strikes, and as such, when she is missing, it's very taxing. Not a good look here.
She moves to full guard. Pins down that wrist. Got the double wrist lock position. That arm looks locked to me. Now it's deeper. This Kimura is very tight here. She might be forced to tap. And she got her arm out. Wow, I thought she was going to have to tap. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Well, you don't want to spend too much time fighting off your back, Joe, but pretty good work here from the bottom by McMahon.
Trying to take the back here.
"45 seconds remain in the round." Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
She's got the rear naked. Wants to slide that forearm under the chin to get the choke. And she's out of the submission.
Holmes hammer fist there. That one gets blocked. 10 minutes in the books. Stop! So there is the horn, and how about the appreciation from the masses in attendance tonight? Knockdowns on both sides. You don't see that every day. Really one of the better rounds we've seen here tonight.
Here's a perfectly placed kick that results in a knockdown. And here is a thunderous shot landed on the ground. You can really see how awesome that round was by these highlights.
We've been down this road before, and we're going to overcome this. You're down in this fight.
Ariane Celeste in the building. Third round underway. Well, how impressive is this young woman? High volume of strikes in the previous round and picking up exactly where she left off here and not really showing any signs of slowing down. She looks like she could go 10 hard fives tonight if need be.
Oh, and down. Beautiful sweep. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy.
Making all these shots count.
Postures up.
Oh, keeping busy here off of her back. Nice offense from the bottom. McMahon's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now.
Oh, elbow to the head.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by McMahon. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Holm gets back up. Good sign for her there. Oh, she found the target there. That'll work. Postures up now. Huge elbow from the top. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
Big punch from the bottom.
We passed the midway point of the third and final round.
Beautiful job defending the position. Nice.
Gets the elbow up into the target. Well, that's been a big weapon for her here tonight. Another big elbow by the Preacher's daughter. McMahon gets touched by the elbow there, Joe.
Oh, tagged her with a right hand there. And the Kimura attempt here. Got the double wrist lock position. It looks like she's got this Kimura locked up.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Getting tighter.
That's it.
And there it
That's
is.
it. Got the submission right at the end here.
Yeah, Joe, I'm not sure what I'm most impressed with, if it's the technique or just the stick-to-itiveness to make sure she kept the judges out of this one. She was battling exhaustion. There was blood on both sides, some sweat to deal with. It's not always easy to get a submission late in the fight, but she certainly stayed committed to it, and she gets the desired result here tonight.
And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there she is, your winner by way of submission. That's a finish they'll be talking about for some time. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission, Sarah.
So there she is, following what could be argued as the biggest win of her career. She gets it done by submission here tonight. She told us during Fight Week, Joe, I gotta keep the judges out of it. She certainly did just that. Now all that's left to do is to celebrate with her coaches and her training partners. She had a lot of friends and family in the building here tonight, and man, did she put on a show for them and maximize this UFC showcase. Congratulations. Coming up next, a middleweight tilt between Nick Diaz and Demian Maia. Well, back in 2010, he challenged Anderson Silva for the UFC middleweight championship, but since moving down to 170 pounds, Demian Maia has realized his greatest success. Arguably the greatest jiu-jitsu practitioner in UFC history, Demian Maia remains a welterweight contender on the cusp of a title shot. Perhaps this will be the year for the submission magician.
Demian Maia may very well be the very best Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist in mixed martial arts, and he's proven that time and time again by submitting some of the elite fighters in the world, both at 185 and at 170.
Well, he's got one of the biggest fan bases in the sport, and it is easy to see why. Here is the no-nonsense pride of Stockton, California. Proudly repping the 209, here is Nick Diaz. He has fought for UFC championships in the past. Impossibly hard guy to put away. He'll kill you with his boxing, plus jiu-jitsu game as well. Truly a fighter who can do it all, and his fans are some of the most loyal in the game.
Nick Diaz combines attitude with elite cardio, a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and outstanding boxing to make for a dangerous combination inside the octagon.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Maia is 6 years his senior. Diaz will have a 4-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. We find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 25 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Demian Maia! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, Nick Diaz! action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Fighting out of the southpaw stance.
Nick Diaz is one of the best in the sport at taking opponents out of their game. He's always right in your face, throwing punches and taunting you until you're fighting his fight. However, you have to remember that this man is an elite-level grappler with sick submission skills.
Effective use of the jab there by Diaz. Joe, what are you looking for out of him here in the early going?
Nick Diaz can do it all, but one of the things to really look out for with his stand-up is his left hook.
Elbow there by Maia.
Oh, right hand. Thumping right hand. Hard straight punch.
And now starting to snap off that jab.
Oh, big left. Vicious combinations.
Oh, that's a big block, Joe. Well, he established the jab early and going right back to the well here.
Wow. That left high kick came out of nowhere.
Maia gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, here he goes again. And he grabs the single.
Maia's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Full guard here. Hammers.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. And he switches his stance yet again. Well, he got clipped to the body there, Joe. Left his midsection wide open. He's become a little bit susceptible to that shot by almost leaning in, moving into his opponent's offense. Not a good look there. Maia gets hit another takedown.
He's working from his back now. And he reverses position. Yeah, he's back in the half guard here. Just tagged him with the right hand there. Guillotine. The tight guillotine. That is a tight guillotine. That choke is deep. I think this is it. Stunning.
And that's
Stunning.
gonna do it.
And he really made it look easy. The round was about to end. Sunk in the submission and got the victory.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result.
Let's see it again here. Deep guillotine choke, full guard for the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 36 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Nick Diaz!
Nick Diaz there in all his glory, ladies and gentlemen. It will probably be a subdued celebration as usual, but make no mistake about it. This was a big win here tonight, and a very impressive performance across the board out of Nick Diaz. Perhaps his next fight will be for the UFC welterweight title. It is a welterweight matchup between George St. Pierre and the UFC Hall of Famer, Matt Hughes. Well, when we talk about sound defensive fighters, that conversation oftentimes begins with Dominic Cruz, but I'm going to enter this guy in the discussion because he sticks and moves with the best of them, gets the head off the center line, uses footwork and movement and defense to set up his own offense, and he stays so relaxed in there, Joe, because his defense is that sound and uses that defensive movement to create offensive angles. Very, very smart, sound defensive fighter who uses that to his advantage and figures to do that again tonight.
Matt Hughes is one of the greatest welterweight champions in the history of the sport. He is also one of the first wrestlers to truly embrace the submission game, adding a broad range to his attacks that made him incredibly successful through the reign of his title defenses.
So here he is, folks, the UFC middleweight champion, Georges St-Pierre. Do not adjust your TV sets. He is back after a layoff that was almost 4 years. He returned in 2017 to challenge Michael Bisping for the UFC middleweight championship. He made the takedown an art form in mixed martial arts. We'll see what he has left here north of 35.
GSP is the definition of the modern mixed martial artist. He's extremely athletic, well-versed in every single aspect of the sport, and no one is better at taking control of a fight.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. The American is 34. The Canadian is 36. He is 2 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Hillsboro, Illinois, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame and former UFC welterweight champion, Matt Hughes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 25 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Georges St-Pierre. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
And we are underway.
Georges St-Pierre is one of the very best fighters to ever fight in the UFC. He's the greatest welterweight champion in the history of the sport and one of the best wrestlers to ever compete in mixed martial arts. He's also fantastic at mixing up wrestling and striking and being unpredictable in his attacks.
Wow, look at that takedown, man. Joe, how do you think he approaches this challenge tonight?
One thing to watch out for in this fight from Georges St-Pierre is his elbows.
Whoa! He's got him hurt here. Whoa!
Nice punch.
Effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Georges St-Pierre. Elbow! Nice hammer fist. Oh, and again with the big elbow, Joe. That hurts to watch. Under 3 minutes remain in round 1.
Excellent head movement. Oh! Beautiful takedown.
Well, the body was wide open. His opponent took advantage. Kick to the body, lands flush. He's going to have to make some adjustments here moving forward.
Relentless. Oh, beautiful kick there.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He is rocked right here. He's trying to stay up. Oh, that's some wrestling right there. Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him bad. He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! Oh, man, the canvas is shaking as he slams him down. Switching stances here. Double jab there by Q.
These guys are swinging.
Slips the punch nicely there.
God, look at that takedown, man.
30 seconds now to go in round one.
And he's going to try to take the back. He's got the back here. He secures full mount. Hip escape, nice hip escape. And back to the mount.
Round two next. Well, he showed off his powerful striking there with a knockdown. Great round from St. Pierre.
Huge knockdown. It was probably the most important aspect of that round, and most likely won the round. Here we get a look at some of the action from that round. Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Let's see if we get a better look at that from this angle. And let's look at it from a different angle.
Brittany Palmer is here as well.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
He's definitely going to want to start this round. Oh! He's badly hurt. Oh, he's out. He's out. Landed a gigantic kick for the knockout.
Well, that was a no-doubter, Joe, and he's made a career of knocking guys out with kicks, but that one right there might have just been the best yet. Caught the opponent flush, full force, outstanding extension with the leg, and really once he connected with the target, you knew the end of the fight was coming, and immediately his opponent goes to the canvas. A major, major result here in this division tonight. So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year. One final time to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 11 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, George Rush St. Pierre!
All right, so the future UFC Hall of Famer, George St. Pierre, adds to his legend tonight. Absolutely incredible that he could step away from the game for 4 years, come back, and pick up precisely where he left off. Congratulations to one of the best to ever do it, George St. Pierre. It is a welterweight matchup between Robbie Lawler and Nate Diaz. So here is Stockton, California's Nate Diaz on the UFC roster dating to 2009. He's finally started to realize some of the big paydays, and you can expect him to, given that massive upset of Conor McGregor at UFC 196. Nate Diaz continuing to make waves here several years into his UFC career.
Nate Diaz is a very accomplished submission artist, and he earned his way into the UFC by finishing all 4 of his fights in The Ultimate Fighter Season 5. Since then, he's put together some impressive victories and really improved his boxing.
So here is the former UFC welterweight champion, ruthless Robbie Lawler. For a while, plied his trade in the middleweight division. When he transitioned to the UFC, went on to become the UFC welterweight champion. This man has power, a chin, a heart. You can see why he has appealed to the hardcore fans for so many years.
This guy has toughness that you cannot teach. He has an incredible ability to absorb punishment and the mental toughness to come back from devastating situations.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Diaz is 32, Lawler is 35. Diaz is 1 inch taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 28 wins, 12 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, ruthless Robbie And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Fight. Ready.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Well, no surprise, Nate Diaz has a decided reach advantage here tonight. It's one thing to have it, it's another to use it effectively. You know Nate Diaz is a master at getting his hands to the target, and that figures to be a big part of the game plan tonight against this opponent. With the straight, beautifully placed there by Robbie Lawler. All right, first round is underway. You better watch out for the overhands. They will come early, they will come often here tonight. And even when you do your homework, it doesn't mean you can stop it. We'll see if he can get off to a good start here tonight.
Oh, nice single, look at that. Oh, he got reversed. Excellent sweep, winds up in guard.
Going orthodox now. Well, he left his head open there, Joe, and he got cracked with that jab. He was almost moving into it. So let's see if he can switch up the footwork here, Joe, and make the requisite adjustments. Lawler gets caught with that punch.
Good exchange there.
Another takedown attempt here. Single leg takedown.
Good control, postures up. In full guard here. There's a nice elbow by Diaz. Working from full guard. Trying to lock up a triangle. Transitions to the armbar. And he's got the arm. That's it.
And there it is.
Excellent technique here. Got the armbar and got the tap.
Well, yeah, you can't argue with that result here tonight. He was committed to that armbar, Joe. You saw him attempt it at varying points of the fight, but he really worked hard in the transition there and was able to lock down the body and force the tap shortly thereafter.
And here we see it again from another angle. Isolates the arm, locks it in, and forces the tap. And finally One more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division. All right, let's go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
At 3 minutes, 12 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
All right, so another big win for Nate Diaz here tonight, and I think more importantly, this sets him up for a massive opportunity now moving forward, perhaps even a title shot at 155 pounds. Nate Diaz has made a career of defying the odds, rising to the occasion, and he certainly did that tonight in a matchup that people thought maybe was stacked against him. So congratulations to Nate Diaz. You can be sure they are celebrating in the 209 and beyond after the big win for Nate Diaz here tonight.
Spit it like I'm underground. Wonder how I come into your city like I run a with a cape on. It ain't fun, you can't run. This is a
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. All right, so here is this defensively gifted fighter, and certainly has some offense as well, but more often than not, that offense is set up by his sound defense. He uses movement beautifully, uses his defense to create offensive angles. This guy can stick and move with the best of the man, and even when you think you have him in a bad position, more often than not, swivels that head off of the center line and counters you right in the jaw. So an outstanding defensive striker, very good counterattacks, and a very interesting matchup in front of him tonight.
Liddell has one of the most famous fighting styles in the sport. He keeps the fight on the feet and looks for the knockout. He has fantastic takedown defense, crazy power in his hands, and if he ever does get taken to the ground, he tends to just pop right back to his feet.
So this young fighter making the walk here tonight, and he's a very entertaining fighter. He's very adept at staying in the pocket while avoiding significant damage coming back. Certainly, he's made a career of frustrating opponents, stays relaxed in there, leans on the defense, and uses that defensive movement to set up his own offense. You'll see him move that head off of the center line, counter beautifully, really more of a counter striker offensively. But his defense will wow you, even when the opposition feels like they have him in range. More often than not, they miss and land less than 25% of their significant strike attempts.
This guy has ridiculously powerful kicks. This is the one thing his opponent needs to absolutely avoid if he hopes to achieve victory in this fight.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, and they both possess a similar height and reach. All right, now with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 8 losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 8 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight world champion, two-time Rampage Jackson. And with the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
And we are underway.
Rampage Jackson is known for his huge slams. He's a solid wrestler, a powerful striker, and he doesn't get a lot of credit for how intelligent a fighter he is. He always comes in with an effective game plan and adapts well to every opponent.
It's the elbow there.
Oh, and reversed.
Joe, your thoughts on what we might see here early?
One of Chuck Liddell's best weapons, without a doubt, is his thunderous right hook. Moves to half guard.
Changes his stance.
Wow! It's very wobbly. He's trying to hang on. Oh, look at this!
Oh!
Who saw that coming?
Wow! That's a big hook. That's a good combination.
Oh! Big shot with the left.
Hand lands. That one appeared to stun him.
Got tagged.
He's got him hurt here.
Oh, beautiful hook.
Oh, he might be out.
Body kick, look at that. Big straight punch.
Oh!
Good defense there.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Good right hand.
Oh! Huge right hand!
What a wild exchange.
He's got him hurt here.
Powerful left hand.
So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Keeping busy here in the clinch. Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter.
Oh, nice.
Liddell gets tagged again. How about that shin? Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable. Oh!
Oh, he's getting hit. Oh! Gigantic spinning back fist for the knockout victory.
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, Joe, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming. So a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages.
And here we see it again, and he's out.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 28 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Chuck Liddell.
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight. All right, coming up next, a welterweight championship fight of the highest order between Tyron Woodley and Stephen Thompson. All right, so here he is, the #1 welterweight contender, getting set to challenge for the UFC's 170-pound title. Took a long winning streak in many years for him to realize this opportunity. He is not taking it lightly. He has said all here during fight week he's appreciative of this opportunity, but he is confident he is going to maximize it and lead as not just a contender, but a UFC champion.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than this, Joe Rogan. The UFC Welterweight Championship of the world as the champion makes his way to the octagon, fighting out of that patented red corner. He has held this belt down for some time, but a lot of people think we could be looking at a new champion here tonight. The current champion, not one of them. He believes the hype is not real for the challenger. He believes he is much better than this young man, and now healthy, he is ready to prove that he's not just the best welterweight in the world at present, he is the greatest welterweight of all time. Winning this fight tonight against a significant challenger would certainly go a long way to proving just that.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Woodley is 1 year the elder. Thompson will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Introducing the challenger, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, the chosen one, Woodley.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. UFC Welterweight Championship is up for grabs right now. All right, so without further delay, here we go. Round 1 is underway. This is the UFC Welterweight Championship, and there is the champion out of the red corner working his way to the center of the octagon. He has defended this belt in the past and believes if he can do so again tonight, and here and still, he could go down as one of the greatest 170-pound fighters in UFC history. In order to do just that, he has said, I've got to get off to a good start here tonight. We'll see if he attacks offensively here. Nice body kick there. All right, first round is underway. We'll see how long it takes for him to find a home for these patented, powerful overhand punches. Always a big weapon of his on fight night. We'll see how soon he can get it going tonight. Nice defense there, huge block.
He's got good accuracy on that jab. He's feinting with the punch.
Crippling uppercut for him there. Uppercut there, blocked by Wood. Again, working off of that jab.
Oh, both men exchange.
Cracks him there with the right hand. Punch coming, it's blocked.
Goes for a single.
Oh, there's the single.
Beautiful elbow there. That was a hard elbow there. by the champion.
Joe, another miss with that kick. That strike will count. Again, the combinations have been there for him tonight. Oh, beautiful kick to the body there, and he just left himself wide open for that strike. Very vulnerable by leaning in, keeping the guard high to allow for an opening down low.
Really missed with that right hand.
Oh, nice punch there by Wonder Boy Thompson.
That one hurt.
Oh, he lands a huge kick to the body, Joe.
Look at this, takedown! And he gets reversed. He hits him with a hammer fist. Working from side control.
Timely defense there, huge block for him.
Oh, double jab.
Oh,
He's stumbling.
huge right hand.
Big shot.
Both guys landing with conviction now.
Rocked him with that right hand.
Combinations here.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Oh, tagged him with the left.
what a round. Oh, what a way to end the round. Saved by the bell. He got stunned by a huge shot right before the horn, and now a little bit gingerly, he makes his way back to the stool, and he's only got 60 seconds to recover here, so we'll see if his corner, physically, mentally, can keep this fighter in the fight.
Let's see it one more time. Big round.
Okay, listen up. You've been here before, all right? That was nothing. You're gonna go out.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway.
Now, starting off this round, you've got to think that the barrage that he endured in that last round is still affecting him. He's going to want to start this round off and move and avoid taking any damage. The champion is in big trouble here. He is in danger of losing his
He's
title.
got him hurt here. Nice body kick there. Oh! Huge shot there, lands flush. Also, he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in.
Oh! This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. He got hurt very, very badly.
How about that shin? Oh, he blocked that offense, Joe.
Beautiful body shot there, too.
Oh!
He's hurt. He's hurt. Oh, he's tagging him.
Oh, he might be out. Beautiful knee. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. All right, so he continues to land strikes here, Joe, but just not doing a lot of damage because his cardio at this point has abandoned him a little bit. Oh, how about the output for this fighter here? A lot of good time shots there, and they're all landing. Under 2 minutes now to go. Oh, nice strike landed there by Thompson. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Absolutely.
90 seconds now to go in round two.
Nice sweep. That cut is starting to get really bad, and they can stop this fight. He's in half guard.
1 minute now to go in round two.
Oh! High kick! He hurt him! He's got to be careful here. He's clearly in trouble. Oh, he's hurt again!
Big body shot.
Body. to the dome.
Oh, that right hand is on point.
Beautiful body shot there, too.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, and there's the horn, and you hear the collective sigh from the crowd. They're all watching that lip, and we're monitoring it as well. Nasty, nasty gash. It's only getting worse by the moment. Doctor called in here. We'll see if he stops the fight.
Let's take another look at some of the action from that round. And here's a liver shot that does some real damage. And let's look at that from another angle. Amazing highlights from that round.
Ariane Celeste is with us.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this... Whoa! He is hurt here. Body kick, look at that.
Big left. Oh, he tagged him. Big body shot.
Bodies.
He's got him hurt here.
Oh, head kick.
Oh, and there's a kick now to the body. That one blocked. Whoa! Oh!
He's in big, big trouble.
Woodley gets caught with that punch. He's treading.
He hurt him again. Man.
Unbelievable. And that's going to do it. Demon Wonder Boy Thompson.
Huge knee, absolutely perfectly placed.
Yeah, Joe, that is an absolutely debilitating knee employed to get the stoppage victory here tonight. And oftentimes in MMA, it's more about precision and location than it is the velocity behind a singular strike. And in this case, that's exactly what we saw. The knee was perfectly placed, perfectly timed, and it spells the end of the night for his opponent.
Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
So there he is, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. What a finish he turned in here tonight as he gets it done by way of knockout. All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 39 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Well, he's been talking about those 2 words throughout fight week, and new UFC champion. He completes the mission here tonight, and you can see the emotion spilling over. Absolutely incredible what this fighter was able to accomplish, and it is going to take a special performance to dethrone the new UFC champion of the world.
With the brain bust open, that new move saying got the brain bust open. Play them racks like Jimi Hendrix on a guitar.
Let's have a look at tonight's submission of the night winner.
Or just the stick-to-itiveness to make sure she kept the judges out of this one. She was battling exhaustion. There was blood on both sides, some sweat to deal with. It's not always easy to get a submission late in the fight, but she certainly stayed committed to it, and she gets the desired result here tonight.
And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there she is, your winner by way of submission.
Let's have a look at tonight's KO of the night.
Probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming. So a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages.
And here we see it again, and he's out.
Well, hard to perform much.
Alright, let's have a look at tonight's fight of the night.
Yeah, Joe, that is an absolutely debilitating knee employed to get the stoppage victory here tonight. And oftentimes in MMA, it's more about precision and location than it is the velocity behind a singular strike. And in this case, that's exactly what we saw. The knee was perfectly placed, perfectly timed, and it spells the end of the night for his opponent.
Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
So there he is, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. What a finish he turned in here tonight as he gets it done by way of knockout. All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce